Hi there, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kendra, and this is my channel, Kendra Full of Joy. And it's the 16th day of Vlogmas, and today I'm going to be reviewing this wonderful product here. 24 cups of cheer, the K-Cup Pod Advent Calendar, and it's real pretty on the inside. Look at that. It's got these little doors that open just like a children's Advent calendar with a really cute scene. And then on the back, it's got what's on the inside. Now, I purposely didn't read the ingredients because I wanted, they listed on the package. I wanted every day to be a surprise. So I had each cup in an 8-ounce measure on my K-Cup machine, and I didn't put any flavor creamer. I used half and half with each one. Okay, so the very first one was this one. Isn't it pretty? It's got a sparkly lid and it says the Green Mountain Holiday Blend. So, I went into it thinking that looks good. And I mark number 1. So this one, I'd never had that brand before, and the first thing you noticed was the scent, and it smelled like really, really good coffee, just a great aroma. And then the drink was smooth, the coffee was wonderful. I felt like hallelujah, angels sing, Merry Christmas. It is good stuff. Set me up to be happy all the way through Jingle Bells. So then, so now we're on to K-Cup number 2. And K-Cup number 2 is Original Donut Shop. And I've never had this brand before either. Also, 8 ounces in the K-Pod measure, in a cup with no flavored creamer, just half and half, just like a glug. I don't measure that, but so I'm figuring donut shop. What could go wrong? Well, it didn't really go wrong, but the smell was awesome. It was pleasing, and the first sip I got on my tongue was bitter, like strong bitter. And I thought, uh-oh, but I'm going to go ahead and keep sipping on it. And it seemed to smooth out, or at least I acclimated to that little bit of a bitter taste. And maybe that's something that some people who are actual coffee connoisseurs, look forward to and have and they like. But in the end, I would have to give it a 7 out of 10. It's fine, but I wouldn't go, no, please don't bark. No. In the end, I wouldn't buy it just to have, And where I would with number 1. I would definitely buy that next year. Okay, so then we go on to number 3. Number 3 is McCafe Premium Roast. McCafe Premium Roast was, I thought, what? A McDonald's coffee? I'm not going to go out of my way for McDonald's coffee. It's something that I'll have if I realized I was out of coffee at home and had to go to work or something, so I wouldn't get a headache. But I'm not going to buy McDonald's coffee off the shelf. So I had a little bit of an attitude going in. However, this stuff was good. It had a great aroma. It tastes really good. I give it a 10 out of 10. It was delicious. And you know what? I would buy this off the shelf. I just didn't think I would. So, hey there. I said, this is delicious. Okay. Now, the next one is... Okay, I hope I give this one justice, because number 4 is the Original Donut Shop Red Velvet Cake Latte. Red Velvet Cake is one of my favorite cakes. I haven't had it in a long time, but I love Red Velvet Cake years ago. And, they're a holiday cake. I would have it at Christmas time. So when I saw this, I'm like, oh yes, come to mama. I know I'm going to like this. And so again, I went into it with a little bit of an edge and an opinion that I'd already formed. So where do I begin? Let me read this. Unless you have the sweet tooth of a vitamin deficient preschooler, no, just no. Run, save yourself. Let's start with the color, shall we? Now I know Red Velvet Cake is red. This is not red. This is a cross between orange and pink. And I can't even describe the smell coming off of this, other than, no, I can't. It's a color not found in nature, first of all. I've never seen the color anywhere before. And looks on everything. So let's go ahead and taste it. I made myself take some sips, even though it smelled funny and it looked funny. And that's a big deal when you're eating and drinking. I put my usual half and half splash in there, 8-ounce cup. And big nope. Yeah, that was a big nope. It can only be described as melted pink marshmallow peep. You know the Easter things, if you put it in a cup and put it in the microwave and went to drink it? Yeah, I drank half of it hoping that it would get better as time went along. I wrote here, I was hoping for a Christmas miracle. Well, no. This is the only pod in the bunch that I didn't finish. I had to dump that out. The only thing it was good for was holding in my hands because my fingers were cold. I'll give it that. So we'll give it a 1 out of 10. And that's being really, really good. I'm being, it's a Christmas gift. I'll give it a 1. So, yeah, no. The next one we have here is Green Mountain Dark Chocolate Hazelnut. Oh, yeah. Now, dark chocolate hazelnut is one of my favorite flavors. I like the dark chocolate because it's just smoothness and it very smells chocolate and tastes just chocolate. And hazelnut's a perfect nut. Well, what did I give it here? An 8 out of 10. So it wasn't terrible. What did I say here? I said my olfactory system perked up at the attention like a nutcracker. It was delightful, warm and rich. The flavor over my tongue was delicious. And that hazelnut was right there. It was pinging my brain with the rewards from my first sip to my last. Not too sweet. Bliss in a cup. And I'd 100% buy it again. And why it says 8 out of 10 here, I don't know, because I wrote 10 out of 10. So that's what it was. It really was good. And I'd buy that again. Absolutely would, because the dark chocolate hazelnut that I usually buy is Tully's brand. Really hard to find. I could only find it at Walmart, and I'd just rather not go there. I'd like to not get in there if I can help it. Number 6 is Newman's Own Special Blend Organic. And so I've had a few of the Newman's brand things, and most of them I felt kind of, so-so. They're okay. I'm not going to go out of my way for them, but not pods, but I'm talking about the popcorn, the dressings, the sauces, whatever. They're okay. They're good enough. So anyway, for whatever reason, I was thinking these would be really strong. What I got was a good cup of coffee, dare I say perfect and smooth. This would be a great Christmas morning coffee, 10 out of 10, and I would absolutely buy a box of this again. You just never know. You got to try it. Number 7 is the Green Mountain Breakfast Blend. So, yeah, it's medium. No, it's light roast coffee, so, sounds like it ought to be good. I wasn't a fan too much. I mean, I would drink it, but I wouldn't go out of my way for it. There was no joy to the world, hallelujah, in a smell or the taste. It was weak, as a matter of fact. It tastes more to me like tea. Now, I was under the impression that with roast, light, medium, and dark, that actually light was the stronger and dark was the weaker and medium right in the middle. So I expected this was going to be strong. It says light. Am I wrong about that? I might be. Anyway, I would not buy a box, and I gave it a 3 out of 10 just because it didn't taste like good coffee. If I had this and it's all I had that morning, I'd feel like I was cheated. That's not very nice, Mr. Newman. I know you give all your money to charity. Okay, so we got a number 8. We're already up on 8. And I'm only going to go to 13, by the way, so just so you know. This is called Caribou Coffee Caribou Blend. Now I thought, caribou, that sounds like reindeer. Yeah, maybe that's a good Christmas coffee. Well, what I wrote here was, almost sounds Christmassy, brought to mind Santa's reindeer, snowy sleigh rides. I've never had this brand before, went in with high hopes. It was okay. A good aroma, but a little bitter at first sip. And as you drink on, you acclimate to that. It gets better, not worse. And if I had nothing else to drink, because it's at least strong coffee, I'd go ahead and drink it. Now, this doesn't say light or dark roast on it anywhere. It's just Caribou coffee. Yeah. Meh. Not that big a deal. Okay, next one. Number 9. Panera Bread Colombian Medium Roast Coffee. Not bad. Not bad at all. I actually gave it an 8 out of 10. Now here's something odd about this coffee. I'm drinking it and I start to feel like I've smelled this before. I've tasted this before. And here's what I think. In the years that I worked with dueling expectant mothers and attending hospital births and attending home births and birth center births and things like that, because Sherry's is a well-lit parking lot, Sherry's restaurant, it's well lit, it's the same, you know, one Sherry's to another. After a birth that went on for hours, and if it was, you know, in the middle of the night or early in the morning, we'd stop there, the birth team, and we'd have coffee and, you know, debrief over the birth. This is Sherry's coffee. I'm almost positive. I was like, oh my goodness, it's the same exact thing. Now, could it be that there's a company that just puts, you know, a restaurant name across it, and they do this for Sherry's, Denny's, Panera, whatever? I wondered. But anyway, I'd buy it. 8 out of 10. It's good restaurant coffee. Number 10. Oh, so soon after that red velvet trauma comes McCafe Cinnamon Streusel Coffee Cake. And I was worried. I was very worried. But as it turns out, this was good stuff. I liked it. So the yumminess of cinnamon hits your nose, and sweet streusel, and even though I don't use any sugar in it, you got a little sweet taste, smell, something to it. 10 out of 10. I'd buy this again holiday time if I see it. Okay, this next one here is the original Donut Shop Duos, white chocolate and vanilla. So it was good. It was subtly chocolate, subtle vanilla, not too sweet, a good, you know, like maybe Christmas morning coffee to have with whatever it is, you know, your breakfast casseroles or whatever. So it was good. I give it a 9 out of 10. Very nice. Okay, we're on number 12. We just have 2 more, this one and one more. So number 12 was Swiss Miss Milk Chocolate Hot Cocoa Mix. And my first thought was, what the Krampus? This is not coffee. I don't drink hot cocoa in the morning for a buzz. What happened here? I felt like Cindy Lou Who. Somebody stole my candy cane. Anyway, as it turns out, I had not been Grinched out. This was good stuff. It was very, very good. I have hot cocoa cuppy cups, coffee cups, but I use the Starbucks hot cocoa, and it's just so to me. And I thought, well, that must be how hot cocoa tastes coming out of that machine. But this is not too sweet, wonderfully smooth. It smells of zen. I loved it. I will buy this again. This will be my go-to hot cocoa from now on. I'll give away the Starbucks stuff I have. Seriously, get this one. 10 out of 10. Last one. Okay, this last one is called, there you go, Pete's Coffee Dark Roast Major Dickinson's Blend. Pete's is one of my regular cups. I keep it on hand, but I never had it, you know, in this blend. I was excited to try it. I really was. It was meh. I gave it a 6 out of 10. You know, it's like, if you don't have anything else, you'll drink this, right? I mean, because you don't want a headache if you're addicted to the little caffeine like I am. But it's basic coffee. It's not too strong. It's not too weak. So I only did up to 13, and then I lost interest in the whole thing. So maybe somebody else would like to do their ideas of this and do the same thing if they have it. And in other news, today is the 16th day of Vlogmas, and I made the pork roast that was on my meal plan that I show. Well, the pork roast was quite popular. So rather than have leftovers, which we do have some, but not enough to pull off a dinner, I'm taking the chili dogs from another day and putting them in today. And the kids will like that. They're gonna have chili dogs with, obviously chili, and some Ruffles chips that I bought. And I cut up some blueberries and some strawberries. I'll throw that in the mix. So I guess that's my story. I'm going to Costco tomorrow. I haven't been to Costco in probably 5 months. I love that store, but the problem is, I have to go through a roundabout. Well, a roundabout, my buns. I have to go through several roundabouts of death with cars coming from here and there and everywhere. It scares the, out of me. So I don't go unless my husband drives. Or get this, and I'm 60, or my mother drives. I kid you not. It scares me. There's like 4 or 5 roundabouts to get there. Okay, so you need to know all that. I'm going to go there tomorrow. I'm going to film some and see what they've got for Christmas. I actually was in the parking lot last night with my son and my husband because they wanted to look for like a monitor or something for a computer. And they found out all you can do is they don't carry them there. They have them, but you have to order them. Anyway, I was going to go in after, but it was dark and late and raining hard. In fact, there was ice in the rain. And I said, I think I'd rather go in the daytime when I've got my energy. And I had 2 poodles in the back seat, too, that they would have had to listen to cry because I went into the store and didn't take them. As if. I never take my dogs in the store. It's like one of my... You don't see that like you used to. Here you used to see people bringing their animals. I saw a lady with a baby carrier, like a Bjorn baby, with a pig in it. I kid you not. This was at Walmart. I said to the lady was checking out the groceries, I go, I just got a pig in there. And she goes, oh, how cute. Really? This is where you buy groceries. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sure it was a support animal and she needed it. Mwah. Have a great day. Thumbs up. Bye.